Yeah. It's our time.
Definitely.
It's our
Yeah.
time. So anyway, um, so I'm going to jump on in. And my name is Tara Becker, and I'm here with my amazing friend, Shaylee Hart. We've known each other for maybe a couple decades now.
Yeah, we're
And
getting close to two.
yeah, so anyhow, and we had this great idea of bringing women together and talk about and learn about things that we all, you know, probably most of us have experienced in one way or another. And what we're calling this is flourish. And today, we just want to talk a little bit about, you know, for you ladies who were caught off guard, and want to rebuild yourself, after a divorce that you didn't see coming. And just so you know, it was Melissa in San Diego. She found herself signing papers she never imagined signing. And she keeps saying to herself, I should be okay by now, but she's not. And so, no matter what age you're starting over at, it can, be a little wonky. So, I know,
Yeah.
Sharon, you have such, a background in, in all of these things we're going to be talking about. And, what we touched on yesterday is identity, right? And so, this falls right into that category again. So
Yeah.
what might we say, or how could we help out? What might
Well,
be
I think with divorce, one of the things that happens, I mean, this happens if somebody is really sick or if somebody dies, but it happens a lot in divorce, that you have a sense of what your life is supposed to be like. You've been planning, you have an idea of what's going to happen in the next couple of months, in the next couple of years. You have a plan. And that plan gives your life direction and it gives you identity. And when your partner leaves or you leave, even if you're the one who leaves, there's a lot of feeling about, wait a minute, my life didn't go the way I thought it did.
Mhm,
It would.
mhm,
And and that's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because um, you have to let go of your idea about what your life was going to be, and it hurts. And
yeah,
so women, excuse me, women, people, men too, but women who are going through um, a divorce, they there's a there's a sense of just not knowing what's going to happen with my life for a while. And in relationship to the woman, Melissa, I think you said that you were talking
yes,
about,
mm-hmm,
um, there's a period of wondering, should this be over? Should this be over? And our culture, and I don't know if you're listening from another country, but our culture tends to say, okay, you got a week, you got 2 weeks, maybe you
yeah,
got a month. Okay, now you should be fine. And it's
mm-hmm,
not true.
mm-hmm,
It doesn't take a week or 2 weeks or
mm-hmm,
a month.
mm-hmm,
It takes a lot of time sometimes, and it takes a lot of looking internally. And in our culture, we're taught to look outside for
right,
approval, for success, for markers that tell us we're okay. And
mm-hmm,
then divorce happens, and wait a minute, I don't have my marker. Maybe I'm not okay. And that not okay feeling is, it's the grief about what isn't happening anymore in the relationship, or even having a relationship, the shift. And it's also this inner sense that I don't know how to live with that. I'm not where I thought I should be. That's a lot of it. And it sounds like it shouldn't be a big deal, but it's huge. And yeah,
I'm wondering if, um, being married for I think Melissa was married for quite some time, and I don't know for me, and if that were, if this were happening to me, I would say I almost wouldn't know who I was because I was always, so and so's wife,
Right.
right? Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that that's especially true for us older women. We were taught that who
Yes.
we were supposed to be was somebody's wife. And so if you're older or you're brought up in a culture, because some of the various cultures, subcultures
Hmm.
emphasize that women need to be wives and mothers. And then when that shifts, whether it's wife or mother, there's a shift, then there's the wait a minute, if I'm not a wife or I'm not a mother, who am I? And
Right.
it's huge. And and most of us we think, okay, well, I'm not going through that. I know who I am. I'm okay. But then again, if we're really honest, most of us have to say, oh yeah, well, there are moments where I questioned how I was going to go on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we are supporting women in doing, is looking at who I am again at a deeper level.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I'd love to talk a little bit more about, being externally referenced.
Yeah.
And, um, I wish I'd have grown up differently. And because, yeah, I was always looking to the outside for my validation, for my confidence, for me knowing if I'm doing something right or wrong or what have you, right? And so it's really, really taking a look at me, getting deeper into who I am, and connecting more with that person, right? That I left her on the side of the road at some point, I feel like sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I think that what you're saying is so important, because I think all women, and I'm not saying that men can't, but I think all
Right.
women do run into that, just because of the generational and gender kinds of things that are happening with this. And it's really about starting to understand, what does it mean to look inside for validation instead of outside. I mean, that sounds simple, but when you're in the beginning of a divorce, or the loved one has been died a year ago, there's still this sense inside about, okay, what's outside and what is inside. And the first place to look to find what's inside is, what is your self-talk? What are you saying to yourself? What kinds of thoughts keep repeating in your head? And another part of that is, how do you feel? And we're really often disconnected with our feelings. And by doing this, you can begin to um, connect uh, with yourself, with your self-worth, with your empowerment. It has a lot of value, even though it sounds like it might not be fun at first, but it really can take you places.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh Shoot. I just had a senior moment.
Well, I just want that's okay. I just want to say that it can also happen in a long-term relationship, because
Right.
long-term relationships, um, there's a how do I put it? There's periods of time where you're like, what am I doing here? If, we all go through that. Do
Yeah.
do I really, is this really what I want? Do I really belong? And then there's other moments where it's like, oh, I'm so glad I'm here. I'm so glad I stayed, and
Right.
there's a great connection and it's all worth it. But there's both kinds of moments.
Yeah.
And um, I think that even women that are married are for a long period of time, there's him and then there's me. Okay, well, where's me?
Right.
I keep supporting him. Where did I go?
Right.
And sometimes it's the opposite. I'm
Mm.
successful and he doesn't know what to do with that.
Right.
So there's a lot of different things that happen in this
Hmm.
experience of relationship where we wonder what's going on for us, but we look out there. Okay, so
Right.
so and so has
Right.
this, and so has that, and I don't have that. And then we get lost in it. We can get lost in it. So how do you get unlost in it? It starts with saying, who am I? What am I thinking? What am I feeling? What's going on inside? And you know what, Tara, you and I've talked about this before. I call this the advanced course in life. Do you remember we
Yep.
talking about that?
Yes, we did. Yeah. Yeah.
So, the first part of life, or before you hit this bump that we're
Yeah.
talking about, that's often divorce, but before you hit this bump, you're like, I know who I am. I know who I am. I'm this and I'm this and I'm this and I'm that. See, I'm this. And then this bump happens and you go, wait a minute. Oh no, where did I go? What's going on? And it's
And
because
it
there's a
doesn't happen overnight either,
no,
right?
it's
It's like
right.
little bit by little bit by little bit over the period of the relationship or whatever the situation is, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's important because sometimes it hits you like a ton of bricks and it's just, it's like a car accident. Wah. And other times you think you're fine. And all of a sudden, wait a minute. I don't want to tell anybody about that. I don't want to tell anybody I felt that way. We want to hide it. We want to keep it hidden. But yeah, there's a shift that happens from this first part of life to the second part of life. And the shift is from outside to looking inside. And when you look inside, finding that, okay, let's talk a little bit about flourish. So, we're telling you about some of the challenges that happen, right?
Hmm.
But we want to tell you that we have an incredible program called Flourish.
And what I love about it
Okay.
is that we're going to be, it's a group of women. And I know for me, when I'm in a place in my life where, I'm unclear, I don't feel confident, it's my girlfriends and my sisters that I go to for that support. And we're so good at it, right? Yeah. So so
Yeah,
our 10-week program called Flourish we'll be starting soon, and we want to invite anybody that this speaks to, and I mean we're going to cover a lot of subjects, and you're going to have an opportunity to interact with us, with the other people in the group, and so I'm just so thrilled that we're going to do this, Shaylee. I'm just like, yeah, finally. And I'm going to let you talk about the special we're running.
okay. So, yeah, this is a community and it's a lot of support. Tara and I will be guiding you through this process whereby we'll take you through the steps that guide you to the other side where you feel empowered, where you feel joy, where you feel strength, inner strength, where you're really sure that um, that from a sense of deep inner fulfillment that you can handle whatever comes up. And we want to guide you in this process. So yeah, there's lessons and there's all of that. But anyway, talking about what you just said.
Yes.
Um, yeah. So we have a founding members special. This is founding members for the Flourish program. I've taught to other programs before,
Mhm.
um, but when I start a new program, we have founders of the program. So if you're a founder of the program, you get this incredible special opportunity. It's called a buy one, share one. And so you buy the program and you can invite a friend to come for free, or the two of you can split it. So it's like either half price or you get to gift a friend or daughter or a mother or a sister. You get to
Yeah.
include somebody in this that would also benefit. And that's part of how we grow this community. And one of the things I love about Tara is she is so good at bringing us together and helping us really feel welcome and connected, and the two of us together, we have this sense of connection, and we want you to be part of it. We want to invite you to have this connection because since COVID, so much about this happens on the internet, and yet we feel so alone. We feel so unconnected to other people, especially women who might really understand what you're going through. So yes, and since we are online and you want to learn about our program, you can look in the first comment, and you'll be able to see in that first comment um, the link to the landing page that will show you more about this program and give you an opportunity to join and to get the founder special, which we will only keep open for a certain period of time. And we want you to be a founder with us. Come on, let's do something great for ourselves and for other women. And you join us as a founder.
Because you deserve this.
I love when you said that. Say it again.
Because we all deserve this. Because we're
Yeah.
here. Nobody was meant to be in pain and suffering. And I know for me, when I feel whole, I can, well, I couldn't handle everything, but I can handle a lot of difficulty if I know I'm whole. So
Yeah.
you're worthy. You deserve this. You know, let's get back to that life that you always dreamed of. Right?
Tara, when you say that, and I'm thinking the other women are feeling it, I mean, I'm getting goosebumps. I mean, it feels so true
Mm-hmm.
that, that we do deserve this, and we're so taught we don't, and we do, and we do. And uh, it's also beautiful to see you, empowered and connecting to the people here. And that's what we want for all you guys watching. We want you to come and be part of this and make your life anew. Be the woman that you wanted to be a long time ago. Maybe it'll be in a different way, but that strength, that empowerment, that when you're a little girl and you look at certain women, you go, I want to be like that. I want to be like that. You can do it. You can do it. You can
Yes.
have it. You can be it.
Yeah,
It's exciting to
absolutely.
hear this,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's
Yeah.
really
And,
wonderful.
uh, it's just like I'm probably feeling like I'm, repeating myself. And,
I think we want you
um,
to repeat it. Come on,
okay.
repeat it
Because,
again.
we keep looking outside of ourselves, and that's not where our power is. Our power is within us. And so, learning how to not, be affected by what somebody says about you or any of that. It's like, it's about me. It's about coming home to yourself. So I can't wait for you to join us. And so we can meet and, and change lives, change your life, change the other people around you, because it's going to happen. Because I know when I change, everybody in my world changes around me. That's funny how that happens, right? So be sure
Yeah.
and look in the comments and for the link that'll take you to our website landing page that you can find out more. And I'd love for you to join us.
Yeah, we'd love for you to join.